Alright everyone, requested by William Harding. This is the 19th Disney Long Storybook episode. The title is Aladdin, Iago Returns. That includes the song A Whole New World. The narrator of this was Corey Burton. Enjoy everybody.
Welcome back to Agrabah, my worthy friend. Much has happened since we last visited. Iago has managed to escape from the lamp, leaving the evil Jafar inside, and has returned to the palace. But don't worry, all is well. In fact, at this very moment, Aladdin is with the royal chief of etiquette. Shall we drop in on them? Every time you hear this sound, it will be a signal to turn the page. Let us begin. Assad, the royal chief of etiquette, was trying to teach Aladdin the royal bow. But Abu, Aladdin's pet monkey, slid across the marble floor and distracted our poor friend.
Abu, look out! Oops, there goes another vase. Only 2,742 to go.
Assad clenched his fists.
For the 1000th time. Try the bow again, boy.
Aladdin scowled at Assad.
And for the 1000th time, my name is Aladdin, not boy. I can't take much more of this.
Meanwhile, Jasmine was in her sitting room, being fitted into a gown by her dressmaker, Dalin.
Oh, Darlene, I'm so sick of going to these parties. All I do is act like a decoration.
Princess, you shouldn't be distracted by such foolishness.
But I'm tired of people expecting me to just look pretty and not do anything. Aladdin would understand. I wonder where he is.
And with that, Jasmine walked out of the room, leaving Dalin alone with her pincushion and measuring tape. Jasmine found Aladdin in the Great Hall, looking very unhappy.
Aladdin, this place is driving me crazy.
I never thought I'd say this, but it's getting to me too.
Then let's go away, just the two of us.
Can we do that? What's your father gonna say?
I'll explain it to him. He'll understand. But no one else has to know, especially Abu. You know he'll want to go. Now what about Iago? Remember what Father said.
I'll take care of Iago. You meet me by the front gate at sunrise.
At dawn the next morning, Jasmine silently waited for Aladdin by the palace gates. Just as she was about to give up, she spied him hurrying toward her with something hidden under his cloak.
Sorry I'm late.
What took you so long?
I ran into a slight problem.
Oh?
I'll tell you about it later. Come on. Let's not waste any more time. The hay wagon is heading out of town. Let's hide in it.
Aladdin dashed into the street, and Jasmine hurried after him. As Agrabah faded into the distance, Aladdin and Jasmine fell asleep in the back of the hay wagon.
What? Gesundheit.
That wasn't me, Aladdin.
Suddenly, Iago peeked out of Aladdin's cloak.
I can't breathe in here!
Aladdin, what is that bird doing here?
Iago, I told you to wait until I had a chance to tell her.
Look, I'm allergic to hayseed, okay?
Jasmine, your father said I had to keep an eye on him after he escaped from the lamp, remember?
Iago's going to ruin our trip. I just don't trust him.
Me, ruin your trip? I'll improve it. After all, where have you two been besides Agrabah? I'm the guy who knows all the hot spots.
We don't need your help, thank you.
Jasmine, give him a break. I mean, he did save me from those rotten thieves in the marketplace.
Oh, all right. But if he tries anything, he's tiger food for Raja.
Suddenly, the driver spun around.
Hey, what are you? Out of my wagon, now!
Aladdin, Jasmine, and Iago quickly jumped out of the wagon, and the driver took off, leaving them in the middle of the desert. Hours later, They were still trudging across the hot desert. Finally, they came to a tent that said, Rashid's rent a flying creature. A man in a white robe came out.
Ah, you need transportation. I've got a special today on flying horses. They come with airbags and anti-lock.
What a relief. Aladdin, give him some coins.
I didn't bring any.
Iago began rummaging through his pouch for some change. Rashid spotted a large diamond in the pocket of the pouch, and he snatched it away.
Hey, wait a minute!
Sorry, beggars can't be choosers. No refunds on daily specials.
Very carefully, Aladdin, Jasmine, and Iago mounted the enchanted horse. Then, with a single beat of its giant wings, the horse lifted off the ground and sailed across the sky. Far below them, the desert stretched for miles in all directions. Iago studied the map, but they flew on and on without seeing anything. Finally, Iago took a beautiful jeweled necklace out of his pouch. One jewel was missing. The diamond.
Iago, did you take that from the palace?
No, it was in the lamp with Jafar. I thought I might need it for a personal emergency. And according to this map, that's now. We're going nowhere, but I can fix that.
Aladdin was puzzled. How?
With Queen Shahrazad's necklace.
Jasmine whirled around.
Queen Scheherazade? I've read about her. She kept her husband, the king, spellbound by telling him stories for 1,001 nights. But I never heard about her necklace.
She wore it when she told her stories, and it absorbed all their magic. It's supposed to transport you places. So let's see. First, I touch the ruby.
The necklace's jewels began to glow, and the sky shook with thunder. Before they knew what was happening, our trio found themselves on the deck of a huge sailing ship. Wow! From across the ship, a thin man in a captain's uniform marched up to Aladdin.
Come, Sinbad. It's your turn to steer the ship.
Sure.
As Aladdin was led away, he signaled Iago and Jasmine to follow. But a mean sailor got in their way.
Who are you?
Friends of Sinbad's.
Sinbad never brings friends on his journeys. It's too dangerous.
He motioned to another sailor.
Lock these stowaways in the brig.
Later that night, when everyone was asleep, Aladdin sneaked down to where Jasmine and Iago were in chains.
If there's one thing I still know how to do...
Aladdin quickly picked the locks. As soon as they were free, Aladdin wanted to use the necklace, but Jasmine grabbed his arm.
Wait, Iago has something to tell you, don't you, Iago?
Yeah. I think we're in one of Shahrazad's stories. Without that diamond, the necklace is, well, on the blink.
And it's too dangerous to use that thing. Who knows where we'll end up? There's a lifeboat on deck we can use. Come on.
Aladdin, Jasmine, and Iago rowed and rowed until finally they came to a dark, tropical island. As they set off through the jungle, Jasmine was reminded of another story in 1001 Arabian Nights.
I hate to say this, but I seem to remember an island in one of Queen Shaherazade's stories, and everyone in the story was captured by a giant one-eyed monster called a Cyclops.
Well, it seems pretty safe here.
Suddenly, they were snapped up in a net and were dangling 30 feet off the ground. A giant one-eyed monster was ogling them and smacking his lips. Jasmine shrunk back against the net.
I think we're his supper.
Jasmine, Iago, look! There's a hole in this net. We can escape.
But he's huge. Wherever we go, he'll see us.
Ah! He's trying to grab me! Oh! He's got my wing! Make a run for it, you two! I'll distract him!
As Aladdin and Jasmine dropped through the hole in the net, Iago turned to the Cyclops.
Hey! I've got something to show you! Come here! Real close-like!
Iago quickly flew over to Aladdin and Jasmine.
Come on, let's go!
How'd you get away?
He has an eye the size of a watermelon. I got a sharp beak. Bada bing, bada boom! Figure it out yourself.
That doesn't sound too nice.
Yeah, well, neither does roast parrot.
At that moment, the ground began to shake, and 3 more Cyclopes came thundering through the jungle. Aladdin, Jasmine, and Iago took off running, but Aladdin felt the Cyclopes gaining on them.
What should we do now?
Iago tossed him the pouch.
What do you think? Use the necklace!
Are you sure? Oh, no!
Aladdin dropped the necklace, and all the jewels fell out. With the Cyclopes just seconds away, he got down on his hands and knees and scooped them up. Jasmine looked around nervously.
Look! There's a path through the trees. Let's take it.
They climbed the steep, narrow path, which took them deep into the mountains. Suddenly, they found themselves trapped in a canyon. Aladdin quickly put the jewels in place and pressed each one, but nothing happened.
Aladdin, I think you've got the jewels in wrong. I'm sure the emerald is supposed to go next to the sapphire. Try it again. Hurry.
Aladdin switched the 2 jewels, but this time when he pressed them, Abu suddenly appeared. In his hand was the diamond that Rashid took from Iago.
Abu, where'd you... How'd you swipe the diamond? Did you follow us to Rashid's? Give me the diamond, Abu. Maybe the necklace will work this time.
But Abu held the diamond tightly and looked sorely at Aladdin.
Abu, don't be mad. This was supposed to be a trip for just Jasmine and me.
Abu scowled at Iago.
I had to bring Iago. You heard what I promised the Sultan. Come on, help us out.
Aladdin gently put his arm around the little monkey, and Abu shyly turned over the diamond. As the Cyclopes entered the canyon, they all disappeared. This time, the necklace took them to a valley of rocks. There was a trail that cut through the rocks with a sign that said, Valley of Insults. Proceed at your own risk. 5 miles to Fountain of Truth. Iago bristled.
Something tells me I'm not gonna like this place.
What choice do we have? We don't know how to get back to the palace. We don't even know the right order of the jewels.
The Fountain of Truth can tell us the right order. Come on, let's give it a try. How can a few insults hurt us?
Cautiously, Aladdin, Jasmine, Abu, and Iago entered the valley. Soon the valley echoed with insults.
If it isn't Aladdin, the street rat, and his clumsy pet, Abu.
Facade? It must be the stones. Don't listen, Abu.
Yes, it's the stones, Abu. But you're so stupid it doesn't matter.
Abu turned to answer and was instantly changed to stone. Jasmine grabbed Aladdin's arm.
Don't turn around. Keep going.
Well, Aladdin, you're really a total failure, aren't you, boy? Couldn't even save your monkey. Are you listening, boy?
Before Jasmine could stop him, Aladdin whirled around to answer and immediately was turned to stone. Sadly, Jasmine went on. Iago hopped along after Jasmine.
They can't get to me. They're amateurs.
They may be amateurs, but I'm not.
You obnoxious little creature. Jafar,
I told you that I bought you from a wealthy plantation owner. Well, I lied. Your parents left you to die outside a broken-down camel stable.
It's 7:32 p.m.
Iago turned and met the same fate as the others. Scared and shaking, Jasmine kept walking. The rocks now sounded like a chorus of servant girls.
You're next, princess!
I must not listen. I must not turn around.
Look at her shoes. They look like she's going bowling. Where'd you get them, princess? At the bargain bazaar? Yeah, and her hair? If it gets any longer, she can wear it as a fur coat. Poor princess. She could never survive in the real world. Everything has to be done for her.
Jasmine refused to hear the insults. She kept her eyes focused on the far end of the valley and ran as fast as she could. Tears running down her cheeks, Jasmine finally made it to the fountain of truth. The sparkling water bubbled out of a jeweled basin. She knelt before it.
Fountain, how can I use the necklace to save my friends and get back home?
First, you must quench your thirst and take some of my water back to your friends. Then put the jewels in the necklace in the same order that you see here.
Oh, thank you, Fountain.
After taking a long, cold drink, Jasmine filled a silver goblet and slowly carried it back through the valley to her friends. This time, the rocks were silent. When Jasmine reached her friends, she gave each of them some water. Instantly, they came alive.
Jasmine.
oh, what a relief.
Before Iago could say anything more, Jasmine smiled.
I should thank you for helping us on this trip. I guess you really have changed.
Yeah, but if this is your idea of a good time, find yourself another parrot!
All I wish for now, Iago, is that we get home safely.
Jasmine took the necklace from Aladdin, rearranged the jewels, and put it around her neck. That evening, Aladdin and Jasmine strolled through the palace.
Jasmine, I've got to know how you made it through those rocks. Didn't their insults get to you?
You know what they say, if you can't say anything nice.
Just then, Fasad entered the room.
Ah, Aladdin, Jasmine, Queen Scheherazade the Fifth has arrived. And of course, neither of you is ready.
Queen Scheherazade the Fifth? We have just the present for her, don't we, Jasmine?
Ahem!
Oh, and Iago, of course. Abu, give me the necklace. Abu, come back here. Abu, watch out for the vase.
So you see, all is well at the palace. Until the next adventure.
This is Zachary Donaldson signing out. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon in your future.